The village of Macha is a long way from anywhere. The nearest town is almost 50 miles away. But for the past few years, it's been harbouring a surprising dream: to pioneer the spread of the internet to the 80% of Zambians who also live outside the cities. Zambians like Fred, who, like his father, has lived and worked on his family's farm since he was born. When we met up, one of his cattle was ill. The vet is hundreds of miles away, and the village has had a mobile signal now for some years. But there's another way too.
With Skype, I just contacted him, and he was able to respond within a few minutes, and I was able to give my animal the right drug. And after seeing that it is doable, even with other farmers, we are now hoping to organize a group of farmers which will be connected to Skype and the veterinary officer in Mazaboka.
Going online has helped farmers find new crops that will sell for the most money, like sunflower seeds that can be pressed for oil. The shucks can then be sold for animal feed too. In the past year, Fred's also got the radio station back up and running, giving locals something local to listen to.
Hello and welcome to Vision Community Radio Macha radio show. I'm playing you the locally produced music from Matungu BIC band.
It's a chance to preserve African culture. Local bands use the studios to record songs that are then uploaded to the web to share. Not your typical African village then. So how did Macha become Zambia's technology showcase? Well, a Christian mission set up here a long time ago, providing support. A malaria research centre followed, and in 2003 a satellite data connection was installed. But what's made the difference here is the way that link has been shared, showing ordinary Zambians how the net can help them. The signal is bounced to the hospital, where prescriptions can be ordered online. The schools have it for studying, and so does the Nursing Training College. With new treatments and practices developing every year, the internet is a much more useful tool than the library. And it's not just the institutions that are connected. The water tower is the village's highest point and is used to relay a signal across Wi-Fi hotspots which have been connected up to create a mesh network. There's now Wi-Fi in the restaurant, across many homes, and at the cyber cafe where anyone can drop in. A teacher training college has been set up to focus on computing, and now children from the age of 4 are given weekly lessons starting from scratch.
The keyboard is used to put information into the computer.
It seems this entire village has gone PC crazy. There are over 100 computers that are connected to the internet here. But there's another lesson being taught as well, and that's nothing in life is free. When the generous foreign donors leave, this village wants to be able to pay for itself. So, 6 months ago, a voucher system began. While some have stopped logging on altogether, others, like Missy, have seen the benefits and pay $30 a month, or buy scratch cards for about $2 an hour. Everyone needs a voucher, even the training college. It's made users realise the half a gig satellite connection costs money, $1,000 a month to be precise, and it's not been without its technical glitches. The mesh network had to be reconfigured so the system could be policed. But one expert believes charging is crucial for success.
It is possibly the most successful project I have come across during my research over the past few years. Everywhere I visited across Africa, I've noticed that the moment the donor funding at the base of most of these projects was running out, the projects will be dead the day after, because it is simply impossible to come up to such high costs for one single community unless, as is happening here in Macha, things are introduced in a slow but steady way, and little by little the costs are shared across the community.
Since the internet's arrival, things have certainly changed, from the way the village makes bricks to planting jatropha, a biofuel crop that's hoped will power diesel generators for places with no electricity. And now even a Zambian bank is moving into town. When these teller stations open, it'll save teachers the 100-mile round trip to collect their wages. But can this unique experiment be used to connect other outlying villages, ones that didn't get the head start that Macha did? I'm on my way to a village 50 minutes drive away. The journey itself across vast areas of farms and scrubland shows just how difficult and impractical it would be to lay fibre cables here. Jakarta offers clean water and food. This is the high street. There's no electricity, no radio station, no local newspaper, and if you wanted to make a call, you'd need to walk a mile to the nearest hill to get a weak signal. So the chief of this area was keen to get his palace and the village connected to the outside world. 6 months ago, that happened. This is the British charity Computer Aid's solution. It's installed Zambia's first solar internet hub. The panels on the roof feed power to the PC inside, and yes, there's just one hidden at the back. To keep power consumption down, the other 10 screens here are virtual desktops, sharing the computing power of the PC and its 128 kilobits per second SAT link. It's proving popular with the locals who use it to study and catch up with their favourite football teams. The chief says it's transformed his village.
We were unable to reach the world outside Jakarta, outside the district, even outside Zambia. But since the internet came, we are able now to connect to any part of the world in Zambia through these machines here. We have our teachers who are now able to communicate. We have agriculture officers, we have government officers who come to work here, who will be reporting directly from here to Lusaka or district headquarters, which we were not able to do before. Indeed, every chief in Zambia wants this.
The chief wants a network to cover the local clinics, schools and shops. And while access is still free, it's all smiles. But at some point, users will have to pay for the $800 a month satellite link. That's almost 3 cows, the same as the dowry a husband pays for his wife on their wedding day. It's hoped the Macha blueprint that's already been rolled out to 7 villages will help connect hundreds more. But whether Macha works for the rest of the country will depend on whether ordinary Zambians think the web is worth it.